Peloton stock just had a massive run today. What is the news? Why did it happen? Where do I think the price is going? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. If you're new to this channel, my name's Josh. This channel is all about the stock market, so be sure to subscribe and ring that bell and hit that like button for me. Let's dive into it. So Peloton had this massive run back when the Rona hit. So let's take a look at the stock chart from the past few years. So this chart is 3-year and each candle is 1 day. As you can see, we had this massive run up, right? Clear up to $171. Then it kind of just fell off, had this head and shoulders pattern, and then eventually it just kept going down and down. And then we had this huge gap drop right here. We had this huge gap in the chart. We went clear from $86, cleared down to about $58, it looks like, really quickly. Then today, what we have is this massive candle, massive green candle. So it looks like we had a earnings estimated of a negative $1.17, and the actual was negative $1.39. So earnings were actually worse than what we wanted to see. So what exactly happened and why did the stock go up? So we're going to look at news, but let's look at the chart here real quick. So what I'm thinking, possibly a good trade might be this. So if this looks like it holds in an upward trend, I have a feeling we might see a gap fill clear up here to about $85. So a good trade right here would be to jump in at the break of this candle right here. So at the break of about 61, so jump in about 62, ride it up to about $85. And that's going to give us, let's see how much percent that is. If we were to do that trade, it looks like it'd give us a good about 28% or so. I mean, that would be an awesome trade. So that's just a trade idea. I'm not particularly going to do that trade per se, but I'm just saying the gap fill happens 9 times out of 10. For anybody that's not familiar with trading, the gap fill is a real thing. But there's clearly risks involved because it may not fill either. So is there any pattern here at the bottom of the chart? Not really. It's just a nice steady downtrend. It's nothing that you can really gather here other than clearly we had a breakout right here above that downtrend and this massive candle. So let's dive into the news and just to see if there's anything else other than the earnings that caused this thing to spike like it did. So let's see what we got on Google. Right here's the chart. We had a 25% day, which is massive for any stock. And if you look at the 5-day, you can see it was down way down here around $23. Now we're clear up here to 27 cents. That is amazing. And if we look at the 1-year chart, as you can see, it's been a bad downtrend here for a long time. So this big spike is an indication that something really good is going on with Peloton. So let's go down here and see. It says Peloton giving 2,800 fired employees a free 1-year subscription, which I don't know if that would make the stock jump like that or not, but it's definitely on the news here. Peloton's future is uncertain after a swift fall from pandemic stardom. Okay, stocks make the biggest moves pre-market. Peloton was one of them. No, your Peloton instructor isn't getting laid off, so sounds like that's good. Means they're still working hard. What on earth is going on with Peloton? Apple's accusation history shows why a Peloton buy is out of question. So that doesn't sound too positive. Let's jump over here to FinViz, see if it has anything on Peloton. So if we look, here's the chart that FinViz is showing. It was in this down channel, broke down, gap down, and then it was kind of just trending around the $23 mark. Then we had this huge day today. So let's see down here. So it looks like a lot of these analysts are saying price predictions of 40, 30, 50, 40, 42. So they were all downgrades for the most part, and other than one went from a hold to a buy from 56 to 40. So yeah, it looks like they're all over the place. There's really nothing clear on FinViz either as to why the stock went up. So let's go ahead and just do a quick Google search of why Peloton stock went up. All right, so here we go. It says Peloton earnings, the fitness platform has seen an increase competition as more people return to in-person gyms and workout classes. So that was from 4 days ago. But that says an increase in competition, so you wouldn't think that would make the stock go up. Here we go. People who also ask, why did Peloton stock go up? The surge comes after a Wall Street Journal reported late Friday that Peloton was drawing potential takeover interest from Amazon. Boom. That must be exactly what's going on here. Now that we got the stock chart pulled up, so what kind of trade could we take off this? Well, really, with that week of news, I personally don't feel comfortable on taking a position here. I'd have to have stronger news or a stronger catalyst than that. Now, what could happen if the short interest is high on this, we could see a short squeeze because a lot of people are seeing this gap over here and are looking to fill it. So a potential trade, like I said, could just be the break over this candle here and sell it when it gets about to the bottom of this candle. So that's just a trade idea, but clearly anything can happen. So my conclusion with Peloton is, in the short term, I'd be looking to do the gap fill strategy. In the long term, I would keep a very close eye on the earnings per share and how many monthly users they're getting and so on and so forth, just so we know the company's growing. But right now, long term, no. Short term, gap fill. All right, if you want to learn more about the stock market, be sure to check out one of these videos.